G'day people, it's George here, and I want to deliver you today's message of hope, dated 11th of July 2026. Now, it's actually a follow-up to the video I did, I can't remember last week or the week before, about some 7-Eleven franchisee owners who felt they got a bad deal. So just to recap, 6 in the morning, high-vis vest, that's people wearing those high-vis uniforms, getting into the 7-Eleven shops. And of course, there was a TV crew standing there filming the whole thing. Javed Ahmadi, I think that's how to pronounce his name. He had put more than $1 million into his 7-Eleven franchise. Okay? And that's $1 million spread over a decade of work. So it happens on that morning, the head office representative walked him out the door with absolutely nothing. I'm not sure, even not a thank you card. Who knows? So this is the biggest mistake I've ever made. These are the words he said to the camera. Okay? Like I said, I've told you a version of this story before, that a business built up over years that's been poured into and then gone in an afternoon, or in this case, in the morning. Now, this one stay a little bit longer than most because sometimes something small Jesus said right after the part most of us already know. Now, I used to think if I just put in the hours in myself, effort alone would hold anything up. But there's a lot of factors involved, you see. And sometimes I find out things that's not how the foundation works. So in this passage, which is not about a business lesson, Jesus is talking about what happens when you actually do what he says rather than just hear it. Okay? He pictures it. He pictures it in terms of he reaches out to make a point about a builder. Okay? So have a listen to this. This is Book of Luke, chapter 6, verses 47 to 49. Everyone who comes to me and hears my words and does them, I will show you what he is like. He's like a man building a house who dug deep and laid a foundation on the rock. And when a flood arose, the stream broke against that house and could not shake it because it had been well built. But the one who hears and does not do them is like a man who built a house on the ground without a foundation. When the stream broke against it, immediately it fell, and the ruin of the house was great. Isn't that heartbreaking, hey? And here's the part that gets me every time I read it. You see, both houses probably look the same. Yeah, same wall, even the same roof. Maybe, just maybe, the second one looked better. Honestly, it's probably quicker to build. There's no digging to slow things down. Yep, that's not the narrow path, is it? I guess the only difference nobody could see was underneath it. Yeah. Now I think of our instinct is to argue with that little. Surely efforts count for something, right? Surely if you worked hard enough, put in enough hours, cared enough about the outcome, that has to count. I mean, people say it's got to be fair. I don't think life is fair. I thought about that in a couple of ways. Usually right before I found out it doesn't. Because effort without the right depth isn't a smaller foundation. Okay? In fact, it's not a foundation at all. Now, I found that out somewhere much smaller than a 7-Eleven franchise. You see, when I built my house, my wife and I didn't realize it didn't come with landscaping. Silly George. So it was just bare dirt out on the back. Horrible weeds, grass, you name it, right? It's horrible in wintertime when it rains. And I thought, how hard can this be? I'll do it myself. Oh, yeah. So there I was most weekends with a shovel, going at it like I was auditioning for a renovation show. And about as convincingly as you can get. Yeah, it's pretty hard when the rock, it was actually my backyard is a lot of clay, not just mud, but a lot of clay deep down there. And eventually I got to the point where I couldn't do it. Not because I didn't try, I really tried, but because I genuinely did not know how deep the ground needed to be level before anything else laid on top of it would actually hold. In the end, I called a concreter, right? And after many years, more than a decade, I brought in someone else to properly level the soil before the turf ever went on. That was a hard thing to admit, if I'm honest. I mean, the missing piece wasn't more effort for me. It was depth, D-E-P-T-H. And it was someone who actually knew how to dig for it. Now, it's something in this land for you? Yeah, by all means, please. Put your comments in there. Just give me an opinion what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Yeah, and share this video far and wide and give it a like. I really appreciate it. Now, Jim Penman from the Jim's Group has offered franchise fees and setup cost free, absolutely free, to any 7-Eleven franchisee left in this position. I haven't read the fine print. Don't need to. But on what we know, that's a genuine, generous thing to say. Okay, tongue twisted there. What I don't know, and I have to say this honestly rather than guess, is how did the other 5,700 Jim's franchisees feel about it? The ones who dug their own foundation slowly, the hard way. I haven't seen that answer anywhere. I just find myself wondering. But I guess someone like Jim just wouldn't do anything untowards the existing franchisees, right? After all, that's how they help him become so big. And here's the question I actually want to leave with you. If you're a Christian running a business, has the deep, unglamorous work actually been done underneath what looks fine on the surface right now? Or has it just been assumed? Jesus said the stream broke against both houses. It didn't spare the one that looked finished. And so we find that it broke against Jarvis the same way this year on an ordinary morning in Sydney. My friends, if the flood came for you tonight, what's actually underneath it? I'll leave you that the question. And I hope the foundation is strong in God's word. Okay, thanks for being with me. That's all I got for tonight. I'll see you on the next one. You take care. Bye-bye.